Do you want to unleash your inner healer? If so, please stay tuned because my name is Katja Rusanen and I'm here with my dear friends Antonia and Becker and Correctly, who are the founders of Self-Health Institute, and their mission is to empower healers by turning problems that block their success into golden opportunities so that they can move forward with clarity and confidence. For 25 years, they have been using their signature CoreTalk Holistic Energy Healing Therapy to guide healers, coaches, and speakers towards successful outcomes by asking their clients' bodies simple questions and getting life-changing answers. So thank you so much, Antonia and Greg, for joining me today. I am delighted to have you here.
Oh, thank you, Katja. We love being with you in conversation and all other ways.
So exciting. Yeah.
It is. And you have so much wisdom to share. And I know, because I know you, that you have a very interesting story. So can you tell a little bit about that? Because I know some of my people, my audience might not yet know you. So let them hear your story.
Yeah. Well, part of our moving into the healing space back in the 90s was really brought on because of physical symptoms and our health not being good as we were moving through our time in corporate America, starting to have a family, having 2 young children, and really realizing that we were burning out and not seeing it until symptoms came up that were really pretty dramatic. And both of us had some really not great symptoms health-wise. And
actually, they were life-threatening symptoms for both of us, but in very different ways. Greg had some acute issues from a trip to Europe, and I had some chronic issues. And it all kind of culminated in Greg's wonderful experience actually getting cured by our mentor, doing a piece of the work that we're doing now. And that just sent us forward, really saying, oh my gosh, he got off the table and was completely cured after having 6 months of huge digestive issues, losing 40 pounds. We thought he was going to die of pancreatic cancer that they couldn't discover. And he was completely cured. And we're like, oh my gosh, what was that? And we have to do that.
Well, Antonia had these long chronic health issues that were brought on by adverse childhood experiences that she'd had growing up in a family with alcoholics, and just kind of a very difficult family dynamic for a small kid. And that kept on coming up throughout her life as she was going through job and family in corporate America. And it was those things that really brought to our attention as they became healed through this process that we now use, CoreTalk, that this was something that we were really, really passionate about. And we went and we did the certification program with our mentor. We later started teaching the certification program. And after years of doing that live, in a group with people who were actually in the room versus what we do now, we realized that we wanted to take this to a bigger audience, and that our mission, as you said, was really to reach out to thousands and millions of people to be able to put healing back into the hands of the healers in the world, who could then feel full of themselves and go out into the world and begin to really make a difference and
heal more and more people.
Heal more and more people so that they could be full of themselves.
And teach more and more healers so that there's like a healer in every town, a healer on every corner.
In every family.
In every family. That's our mission.
Wow. I love your mission, and I know you have beautiful teachers helping so many already. And you've been doing this work for a long time, over 25 years. So can you tell me a little bit, and you did mention a little bit already, like how your business has changed over time. So what has shifted?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the obvious thing of in the last several years of going from very much in person to completely online is one thing, but the subtle difference that happened right before that and continued was when we started out and we're doing one-on-one, we really worked on the physical symptoms that people had, the physiological issues, that the chronic pain and the headaches and the body issues. And as we realized about these adverse experiences and how they impacted people, we saw that it wasn't just those physiological pain, inflammation, chronic heart issues that we were helping people with, but also the procrastination, the self-doubt, and the limiting beliefs that so many people have that stops them in their tracks, and especially healers, right? That stops them from putting themselves out in the world, those visibility issues where, oh my gosh, I can't put myself out there. This is too dangerous, and looking at even more, well, not for us esoteric, for some people esoteric past lives and generational trauma and things like that, that really impact how people are able to show up and serve people and be able to put themselves out in the world so that their beautiful clients can see them. So we really pivoted to make sure that we caught some of those issues, and we developed a whole program around people helping people become more visible, helping people heal that past trauma so that they were able to get out there and show up for their clients, see their clients, and be visible so that their clients could see them. And so that's really a focus of our work now, helping healers show up and shine and build their own unique healing ability so that they can put themselves out there in the world.
Yeah, that is so needed because, well, if they are hidden, the gifts are hidden, like
right.
we are not using them. So that's why I really love the work that you do, because it is time, and so many of us know that it is time to do the work that we feel called to do.
Right in here, right now.
Yes. And I know also that you are really focusing on your certification for healers. What's that look like, and how does that benefit the people that work with you?
It's really important when you think about your business, and then as a healer, you think about, how am I going to get out there and be effective in attracting, exactly who I want to work with? Because there's no doubt that there are many people out there who need our support as a healer, right? But it's our kind of inability to somehow penetrate that part of the market where those people are going to be attracted to us. So our certification really works in a way to not only teach them CoreTalk, because many of these people are very gifted healers already. So they need the healing themselves to be able to create the business acumen where they can actually say, I can totally be myself and attract exactly the people who are going to be fun to work with, who are going to really get results from what I do, and who are going to be able to pay me so that I can have a great life being a healer. And that's so important. And part of our process is that we have all these different things, not only learning the CoreTalk process, but also how to use it for yourself so that you can heal the things that are holding you back from having that incredible business and attracting those incredible clients. And then also being able to go through this process over time, because one of the things that we know is that healing takes time. And for healers especially, it's important for us to clear the energy flow so that we can really be full of ourselves, our unique qualities. And as healers, we're all a little different, right? We all have something different that we offer for people. And as we get specific about that and we turn on to that and our light really starts to shine in that way, we are very attractive to the people that we're going to love to work with and that we're going to be able to get great results with.
Yeah, and the certification really provides that. We have 2 levels of certification, and it really provides that foundation of the CoreTalk. And what we've been told by some of the healers in our program is that some of the other programs that are healing modalities that they've worked at, they are working with and they're certified in, that CoreTalk is that modality on steroids. And so and I love that. I mean, we didn't ask for that comment, but it's like, it has kind of stuck with me because it shows the efficacy of the work. And people talk about, our clients talk about when they work with clients with CoreTalk, that their clients get amazing results, and things that they've been working on with them for months, perhaps, get solved in one session or over, and serious diseases and chronic conditions, depression and, personality disorders, things like that. We're talking some heavy duty stuff that we've seen happen. So it's amazing. And that certification is that quality stamp. We check every single person out. This is not just a rubber stamp certification. We make sure that every single person knows how to do, either the basics of it, and that, well, none of it's just the basics, but really knowing how to use CoreTalk. And then at the mastery level, really knowing how to dive in and to fix food allergies and fume allergies and all sorts of different physiological issues. So it's that stamp of approval for going out there and working with people on this very powerful modality.
Yeah, I have witnessed your work, excellent experience with myself as well. And it's amazing what can be shifted like in a very short time. So that is a real treat. And then learning also how to do it. So I know that you have a big event coming up. And can you tell us what's that about and who might want to attend?
Yeah, so it's happening in July 20th through the 22nd. So it's a 3-day live event that we do virtually. We have people from all over the world are going to be joining us. And it's called Unleash Your Inner Healer. And it's really designed for healers and also for people who are transformational leaders or transformational entrepreneurs who want to really make themselves the vehicle of healing for themselves and then start to take that journey of healing others. And for healers who already have a business, this is a fantastic way to see other opportunities to expand your business, but also to very deeply touch and heal yourself. So over these 3 days, you're actually going to learn all the basics, all the nuts and bolts of CoreTalk, so that you can look at it and say, wow, this is amazing, I love it, or it's not for me. Yeah. And we're open to whatever happens in that space. And we're there to serve and support the people who come to the event so that they can get transformation, so that they can get healing, so they can also look at what we do, our CoreTalk process, and see if that's something that they'd be interested in learning.
Yeah, and really it's about, because we have courses as well that we use with our certification. This is one of the things that people who get certified, they have to be at these events that we have so that they can integrate, because it's 3 days of, we're not sitting on our butts here. We are sitting on our butts a lot, but
sometimes we get up and go
right. But we're clearing, we're doing energy work on our bodies. We're talking to our bodies. We're working with our energy throughout the day. We have a healing love seat on Thursday night where people get individual healings. We're constantly working. We teach people how to use the pendulum to talk to their bodies. And this is one of the first tools we learn to use. Actually, we have a pendulum power happy hour on Tuesday night before the event to get anybody who hasn't used a pendulum using it and using it to talk to their body. So it's really so fun and interesting and deep and transformational. What comes up, you never know. I never know what's going to come up. And we do everything that none of the healing is scripted or anything like that. So it's like whatever comes up, and people are so open and honest and vulnerable there that beautiful transformations happen that we would never expect and that they would never expect. People's pain goes away that they've had for 3 years, and they come back
20
from
years.
20 years. They come back from break, or they come back the next day and they said that pain has not come back. You know,
Wow.
other people headaches, and other people like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that that's how I was feeling. And I don't feel that way anymore. I feel so much lighter and easier and better. So it's
Well,
kind of amazing.
And the other part of it I really love is because this is an integration event that is part of our programs, the people at the event, so you're going to get to meet other healers who are already in our CoreTalk process, who are already going through the certification. So you'll be able to see and hear kind of what they're doing with the work. So it gives you a really good feeling of how it would be, you know, if it was something that you were interested. And you also get that whole integration of seeing, you know, what people have done with this process over time. We have some people who will be coming back for they're in their fourth year through our process. So it's really exciting to see the transformation over time. And then we love having new people come in because they get to get cradled in this support structure that we create over those 3 days. And it's just so exciting.
It's fun.
That's amazing. And thank you for doing the work what you do to facilitate this event. So if you want to check it out, check the link on the comments. I will post it there. And if you're looking for a sign, look at the light above Antonia's head. So that's a sign for you. Follow the light. Come to this event. So it is just so wonderful. And I just love the energy that you carry and the work that you do in the world. And I know I promised to keep this short because I know you have a lot of things happening and getting ready for the event too. So just wanted to ask final words that you would like to share with the audience for inspiration.
First, I would just like to thank you, Katja, for being who you are, your spreading of the light and love, and your continued dedication to all the light workers, all the healers out there, and being, you know, my personal friend and best buddy and accountability partner. Everything that we've been together, how we were drawn together some way over, you know, across the world, what has been just the most beautiful friendship and loving connection. And your work bringing light and love into the world is so important. What you do and what you are is so important. And I love you so much. We both love you so much.
Love you.
And I think for, you know, bringing into the world, we are constantly, I mean, usually I'll say be right here, right now. And to add to that, you know, don't worry about the past or stress about the future. Be grateful in the moment for where you are, however it feels. We are here where we are for a reason on each of our individual journey. And to feel grateful is to be here right now gracefully, without the kerfluffle of trying to be somewhere else, just being right here right now. And I'm so grateful to be right here right now. even if you can hear our dog chewing on her bone.
He is really here right now and enjoying himself.
I'm like, whoa, that's
She's on
loud.
it. Her favorite big wishbone. And I think, and I just want to add, because there's two of us, so we all always have this thing, it's, at the beginning of the pandemic, I started writing a song called Take a Breath. And I'm now inspired to continue with some of the things that are happening in the world. And it's just so important for us to be in our bodies at this time, because the body is where we're able to really experience and then be able to assimilate what's going on in our life, in our world. And each of us has this unique quality of understanding. And it's so important for us to bring our perspective into our work, our relationships, our health with our clients. So take a breath.
And that is such a beautiful tip, and it's easy to do as well. So take that on. Hopefully that will be your takeaway, listeners. And also do leave the biggest takeaway on the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And I highly, highly, highly recommend that you check this amazing event that is coming up. You'll find the link in the comments, because it's time. It is time to unleash your inner healer. So let's do this. And thank you for your time, Antonia and Craig.
Thank you, Katja.
And thank you for tuning in and watching this. Until the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye. Take care. We love you.